Greetings, Saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith. This is an 89 Sabers / Korbanth OWK3, which was Obi-Wan Kenobi's saber from Revenge of the Sith. The same one that he dueled Anakin with and chopped Anakin's legs and arms off and stuff like that. The High Ground Saber, if you will. This particular saber is installed with Proffie 2.2, a Goth3D Padawan Chassis, 18650 battery, Neopixel, no frills, it's dual switch. The frills in this hilt are down here in the thin neck. This was my first real thin neck install. I've typically shied away from these thin neck installs because of the inability to get proper blade depth, particularly on Neopixels. But I was able to work something out on this saber that was pretty cool. So I built a custom blade for my solution here, and I want to show y'all this thing in action. This saber is awesome. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Greetings everyone. Have here an 89 Sabers / Korbanth OWK3. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi's saber from Revenge of the Sith. This is the saber that he, cut off Anakin's arms and legs with. So it's a pretty cool saber. This one's running Proffie 2.2, and she's awesome. She's loaded with custom fonts. This is a commission, first commission in a while. This one was from Chad in the 501st Legion and the Rebel Legion. Chad's a member of both organizations, as well as I believe the Mando Mercs. So this saber is for him, and off we go. So this saber is equipped with gesture ignitions. So once it's waken up, now I'm gonna turn it off. Once it's woken up, it's got two, this one's got two gesture ignitions. Thrust on. Yeah, I didn't enable swing on. So it's got thrust on, and it's also got twist on. Now, the twist, and it also twists off. The twist is a back and forth, and it's rapid. Bump on, bump on. Didn't do it quick enough. Bump on. Bump on. There it goes. Bump on. So the cool part about gesture ignitions is when you ignite it in gesture ignitions, you're in battle mode. And when you're in battle mode, you get automatic lockup. So when you clash with another saber blade, you're in lockup. Lockup stops when you pull it away. Clash, lockup, and it stops when you pull it away. In addition to automatic lockup, you also have automatic melt, and it stops when you pull away. And then you also have automatic tip drag, and it stops when you pull away. So that's battle mode. It basically gives you some automatic functions. In addition to that, this is also equipped with auto blaster. Every time you swing the saber, you get a blast. Now I'm going to ignite the saber with the buttons and show you functions you can only get with the buttons.
Negotiations begin.
First is lightning block. There's your lightning block, like you're blocking force lightning. Lockup, which is responsive. You do have melt and tip drag. To get tip drag, you just point the saber down and press and hold your auxiliary, and you're in tip drag. And to get melt, you hold the saber into the wall. I'll leave you all the button instructions. Let's talk about the custom fonts. So this first font is Negotiator by Fonts by Fourzze, and I tried to take out a lot of the force sounds that weren't related to episode 3 and put only episode 3 force sounds.
Let negotiations begin. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. You underestimate my power. Chancellor Palpatine, Sith Lords are my specialty. Your move.
Background track on this one is Obi-Annie's Duel. which of course you can ignite the saber when the music's going.
Negotiations begin. Hello there.
Next one is also the same font, and this one is has Clone Wars or the Clone Wars sound effects on it. So listen to the 4 sounds on this one.
Anything is possible. You haven't exactly.
And the background track on the second negotiator is Clone Wars theme.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is OB4. This is by Kyberphonics. It's got blaster blocks, 4 sounds.
The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy created by all living things. It surrounds us, penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is Old Ben by KSith. Background track is the Force Suite. Blaster blocks, 4 sounds.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Hello there.
This is A New Hope Training by Kyberphonics. Awesome sound font. And basically the thing that makes this font so cool is the background track is the sounds in the Millennium Falcon when Luke was learning how to use the lightsaber and the Force with the probe droid. You put it on Auto Blaster. And you get a blast, like you're deflecting the drone. 4 sounds.
Your eyes can deceive you, not to trust them.
Cool font.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
ESB by Kyberphonics. Which is a cool font.
You've only begun to discover your power.
Very cool saber. Good light coming from the base all the way to the tip. KSith the balance. This one has my lightning blade on it. That lightning blade is awesome. Very visually effective. Special background track on that one.
We need your help.
Rogue Flex, KSith, Vengeance by KSith, Red Blade. Oh, I wanted to show you lightning block on a red blade. Usually shows up on video better. Here's a lightning block. That's awesome.
Did you come back to say you forgive me? To save my soul?
Crossroad. All of these fonts have smooth swing with accent swings. They're all awesome. Vader.
Vader's assassin.
Vader's assassin by the Proffieboard.
Have you ever removed your move?
No,
Has it ever been removed by others?
never.
Vader's assassin.
There's your rainbow blade. Background is Cantina.
Kylo Ren.
And there's your battery blade, which shows the battery level on your battery. That's your saber. Chad. Thing turned out awesome. It's a fingerprint magnet. I'll polish it up before I send it to you. You'll need a polishing cloth with you, because it's definitely a fingerprint magnet. But thank you very much for watching. If you keep watching, we'll get to the button instruction video on this thing. Alright, so now that we've seen the awesome footage of this saber in action, I want to talk about the button functions. I'm not going to be able to put a short blade in the saber demo here, because my only demonstration blade does not fit in this because of the way I engineered this. I need a recessed blade, a short one, and I just don't do enough of these, so I don't have one made. But you've already seen the demonstration video, so we know the saber works. Let's talk about the button functions. This saber is equipped with Proffie 2.2, and it is running the SA22C dual button mode. The first thing you can do is to activate muted. You can double click and hold while it's off. And we're activated muted. You can see there's no sound coming out of it. And I'm going to deactivate it now by pressing and holding power. And the next time I activate it, it will activate with sound.
Let negotiations begin.
To activate the saber in normal volume, you just short click power. By the way, there are two buttons. This is power, this is aux. To activate, short click.
Let negotiations begin.
To retract, press and hold power until it retracts. It's that simple. To play and stop music, you 2-second press on power when it's off. 1, 2. You can't ignite the saber when the music's going. To stop the music, the saber has to be off. 2-second press on power. That's the Clone Wars version. Hopefully I explained all that in the blade demonstration video. Next we're going to get to force effects. To get force effects, you ignite the saber and double click.
You should lay down your weapons and beg for forgiveness.
My weapon stamp!
Surely there's no reason we can't be civilized about this.
Oh no!
Those are your force effects. The next I want to talk about is lightning block. To get the lightning block feature, and you cannot get lightning block in battle mode, so you have to be in normal activation. Double click power and hold onto power on the second click. That's giving you the lightning block. So that's giving you the lightning block, and the lightning block will stay on the blade until you let go of the power button. So it's a double click, but on the second click you hold it down. 1, 2, hold. Oops. Started the music.
Let negotiations begin.
1, 2, hold. Lightning block, and it goes until you let go of the button. I'm going to turn back off the saber. You can also you can go into battle mode when you're doing a normal button press by triple pressing power when the saber's on. But the easiest way to go into battle mode is ignite it with a gesture ignition, like I showed in the video. So next, let's talk about your auxiliary features. So the first auxiliary feature are blaster blocks. So I'm going to ignite the saber. To get to blaster blocks, we briefly press the auxiliary button. To get to multi-blast, which means you'll get a blast every time you swing the saber, you want to double click and hold auxiliary.
Missed me.
Now every time I swing the saber, I get a blaster block.
Missed me.
To get out of multi-blast, double click and hold. That gets us out of multi-blast. Now the next auxiliary feature is lockup. To get lockup while the saber's on, press and hold auxiliary. That's lockup, which you're going to have localized lockup on the blade. To get tip drag, you want to point the saber down and press lockup, and then only the tip will drag. Remember, in battle mode, lockup, melt, and tip drag are all automatic, same way I demonstrated it in the video. Those are basically the main features while the saber is on. I'll send you full instructions on all the button presses, but those are the main features. Next is we also have battery level indicator by pressing and holding aux when off.
3.84 volts.
Which is pretty cool. We also have a volume menu where you can reduce or increase the volume. And to get into the volume menu, it's a 2-second press on aux, 1, 2. Now you're in the volume menu. To increase volume, it's power. To decrease volume, it's aux. You can hear the volume decreasing. I'm going to turn the volume back up by using power. When you hear that different tone, you're all the way full volume up. If you ever hitting buttons and you're hearing these beeps and nothing's happening with the saber, it means you're in the volume menu. To get out of the volume menu, hold aux for 2 seconds and release, and you're out of the volume menu. You can ignite. That is all the button presses for the Proffie 2.2 on this OWK3. Thank you everybody for watching as usual. I really appreciate y'all tuning in on my channel. And as always,